So I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Very good. Is the right screen also to be seen, or is the wrong one?
It's a right one, but with notes. So let's try the second version. Yeah, now it's the right one. Thank you.
Super. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Freiberg. As you have seen in the map already, Freiberg is far east. It's not as far east as we have to worry about rockets or anything coming from even further east, but we are within East Germany. Now, it has a huge advantage, and that's ever since we had the transformation process and East Germany joined West Germany, all institutions like universities had been refurbished, had been invested into, so we have very modern infrastructure to offer. Welcome to Freiberg. It's the University of Resources. The University of Resources, the Technical University Freiberg, has been founded very, very early in 1765. It's probably the oldest mining university that we have in Europe or in the world, as we typically say. 6 faculties in our university. We have math and IT, we have chemistry and physics, geosciences, of course, mining, mineral or mechanical and engineering, energy engineering. That is one of the very modern things that need to be looked at, very important. Material science, as you can imagine, is also extremely important. And then we have business and economics. That's the faculty that I am in. The university is very small, yeah? About 4,000 students, very international. Around 40% of our students are actually from all around the world, as is our contacts with other partner universities. So we are very international. We are, being so small, able to offer excellent job opportunities. Why? Because we are able to have a close and intense mentoring of students, pampering, if you like. We try to twist arms of students to study in a short time, and that's actually in an MBA what students typically want, get in and out and back into their careers as fast as possible. Now, how does the program look like? It's called International Business and Resources in Emerging Markets. So it focuses on anything that has to do with international firms, multinational firms, MNCs, or transnational firms, or foreign direct investment. And that with the speciality of looking at emerging markets or developing countries. And as you can imagine, natural resources will play an important role in that. We offer an education of full time in 2 academic years. The academic year starts in October, goes through to July. In one of our specializations, we have a compulsory first 1 semester outside in a partner university. Those universities include a university in Paris, another university in Trento in Italy, one in 𝘱𝘀𝘱𝘳𝘃, that's Finland, even closer to the country I've been trying to not name and refer to before. Two universities in Poland, Poznan and Krakow, and 2 in China. So these are the possibilities that our students can go to. Wuhan is an industrial megacity, as is the university, very large. And Xiamen is a smaller, well, 2 million inhabitants only for Chinese terms, that's small. And it's just at maybe the nicest campus that I've ever seen. Visiting many universities all around the world, and it's at the it has its own beach. Being a German public university, we offer a tuition-free study program. That is for the first set of studies at any kind of level. So if this is your first master, then this will be financed. This will be subsidized by the government. If not, there will be tuition fees, but not very large. We command, or we depend on a high academic quality in our study program. Yes, we signal with our GMAT or GRE tests that we require students to do. A high level of command of English language, as in the TOEFL or IELTS or any other kind of test that is internationally recognized. And what is also very particular about our program is that we offer very small class sizes. So we have around 20 to 30 maximum students per year entering the study program new. So you can see it's a small, intimate university, not in Berlin. But the advantage, with huge disadvantages, of course, because Berlin is such an interesting, vibrant city. I studied in Berlin myself, so I know why Berlin is so well liked. But it has the we offer the advantage of having a very intimate, small university where you can talk to professors, where you have access to the academic staff to make your life easier, or your transition to a German university system easier. Now, what are the conditions of admission? Well, of course, we needed, not of course, but we decided that we want to have students with a bachelor degree in business or economics related fields of science. I know that's not always usual, but we are quite strict in that. And that is an experience from the past that we take quite seriously. We want students to have some extent of work experience. So in general, something like a minimum 1 year, but that is something that can be dealt with flexibly. Because the program is quite interactive, we do want to take on board the job experience that students have, reflect this on the theories that we teach, so that you get a comprehensive education, or can contribute towards getting the education more comprehensive. Here are the minimum levels in TOEFL 95, in EL 6.5. I think that's band 6.5. I think that these are usual levels, but they do signal that we demand quite a high minimum level. For the analytical tests, we have GMAT with 570 and GRE 305. That's around the level of a percentile of 50%, a bit less. And I think that's quite acceptable as a signal to students what level we want to have. The American and the British students, of course, have a huge advantage in the language, so that their levels tend to be higher, whereas those who treat English as a foreign language, of course, will have an additional burden to shoulder. What we want to see, and hence typically get lower levels. That's why we are at 570 and 305. What we do want to take very seriously is the motivation letter, where you explain to us, I want to study in your university, because you offer certain courses that we want, because you offer this possibility of having a partner university study period abroad, because you offer what you have. Okay, not just in general terms, I want to study an MBA in Germany. That is what you're going to write in your motivation letter. And of course, you're going to describe to how this can help you to propel in your career. Okay, and this is going to be one of the most important things that we test in application packages. We have a very early deadline of 15th of April, unfortunately. And that is a requirement that is beyond our control. But of course, if there's 3 places, we can still be a little bit flexible here. So you can still send your documents, even if they are not ready by the 15th, you can still start already the process, and then you're in deadline, okay? We do not require previous knowledge in German language. That is not needed. You will get German language tuition here. Or teaching here. The university administration is also competent to speak English. So in coming here, that is not necessary. Of course, it's always good to be able to buy a coffee, but to find your way to the next bar in German language. So what you need to have, and that also applies to all universities in Germany, ability to self-organize. Your universities in Germany are designed as we offer infrastructure, you use infrastructure, and we help you along, but in principle, you have to find your own timetables and decide on your own how you want to study. Now, how do you present the program? That's not so easy. What I decided to do is I will give you a very brief overview of the topics. In general, we have one overarching general compulsory module section. That's in blue. where you get method of analysis, you get some econometrics, you get something like modules on business communication. That's obvious that this is needed. And will get a module that is already now very, very much into our profile, and that's international development and resources. It's a module that I teach, and you can imagine for a mining university that looks at natural resources and materials and economic development, this is going to be very specific. Then we split into two specializations, one being the international business one, the one that is concerned with foreign direct investment, multinational firms, anything that has to do with the management and the effects of multinationals and the management of multinationals. So human resource management, organization behavior, operations management, all these things come in from the perspective of international firms, right? Not just the usual marketing, but the marketing in firms that have several locations in the world. Then in the IB, in the international business section, I told you there is this compulsory staying in a partner university or a double degree. We offer a double degree possibility with Paris University and Wuhan. I will talk about this a little bit later. On the resources and environment specialization, you will find courses like climate change economics, of course, very contemporary topic, resource management. You have seen, due to the pandemic, all these ripples in the supply chains. So that's going to be one of the very important aspects, how to secure the inflow of resources for industry. Environmental management, we've seen the sustainable development goals in the world taking foot. Material flow analysis and life cycle assessment, this is cradle to cradle and things like that. Yeah, recycling, upcycling, downcycling, and so on. So you see, these are very topical. Those topics are very contemporary topics, very important. And what we have, as most universities, we have a large variety of free electives. You know, you can choose from all other faculties that you like, and that's quite interesting. We also allow internships. Yeah, to a certain extent, we allow you to do internships and import that into the study program. So here were two slides on the individual modules for which we don't have time, but these are acquirable at the internet page. And then I wanted to focus very briefly on the double degree option, because that's something very specific, not so easy to organize, but a very, very appreciated by students institutional option that we have. Yeah? So you study 2 semesters in Freiberg, then you go and study 2 semesters in the partner university, and then you get what is really a unique selling proposition. You get 2 full valuable certificate degrees. Now, that is living internationalized life, because you live in 2 different jurisdictions, 2 universities with their own set of rules. It's possible. It's not always so easy. Have a look at the top left corner here. We have our first 2 graduates who have done the double degree program with Wuhan in China. So now, if you want to get more information, well, then go to the internet. That's obvious. Yeah, we have a study program internet page. Try to update this on a regular basis. We have the international office that tries to take care of all your questions that you may have. You find all contact details in the internet. And before I say thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for my German university, before I do that, I want to show you our internet page. It's that one. There's a little film in it in the middle too. Then I want to show you our town, so you get a little bit of an idea of how Freiberg looks like. Small town, medieval, original buildings, not very modern, but all modernized, and sport facilities, cultural offers, everything. And one very particular thing, and that's our mineral collection. We are famous for our European largest minerals collection. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you think this could be something for me. It should be something that is best suited for you. It's not a one size fits all. It's a very specific program, but we are very proud of what we are able to offer. Thank you very much.